Hello and welcome. Today, we're going to tackle a subject that impacts, well, literally half the population, but for way too long has been surrounded by silence and just a lot of confusion. We're talking about menopause. Our goal here is to demystify it, to break this whole thing down into clear, understandable pieces.
First, let's just get a sense of the scale we're talking about. This year alone, in the US, an estimated 2 million women will enter menopause. You break that down, that's about 6,000 women every single day. So yeah, this isn't some niche topic. It's a huge, shared human experience.
And you know what's really great? The whole conversation around it is finally starting to change. More and more women are being open about what it's really like, and that's helping to just completely tear down the stigma. And that's exactly what we're going to do right now. Have a clear, open, and fact-based conversation.
So here's our game plan. We're going to kick things off with a stigma-free start. Then we'll get into the 3 key stages so we're all on the same page. After that, we'll dive into the science of change, the biology behind it all. Then we'll get practical with your management toolkit and finish up by exploring treatment options. Sound it? Let's get started.
All right. Section 1, a stigma-free start. The goal here is simple. We're moving past any of the old confusion or fear and just having a direct, empowering talk about what's really going on.
Okay, on to our second section, where we're going to define the actual journey. Because to really get it, you have to know the language. I mean, what are we really talking about when we use the word menopause?
Okay, get ready, because this right here clears up one of the biggest misconceptions out there. Menopause itself, it's literally just one single day. It's the day that marks exactly 12 months since your last period. That's it. The whole run-up to it, which can last for 7, even 10 years, that's when a lot of symptoms start, that's called perimenopause. And every day after that one-day mark for the rest of your life is postmenopause.
So when does this all happen? Well, the typical window is between 45 and 55 years old, but the average age for that one-day event in the United States is right around 51. Knowing that really helps put that whole timeline into perspective.
So we've covered the what. Now in section 3, let's get into the why. What is actually happening biologically that kicks off this massive transition in the first place?
So what's the real cause here? What's the one biological domino that starts this entire chain reaction? It's actually a pretty fascinating process.
And here it is. The entire thing is set in motion by the natural, totally programmed decline of a woman's egg supply. It's a process that quite literally begins the moment she's born.
And this decline is, well, it's really dramatic. A woman is born with somewhere between 1 and 2 million eggs. By the time she's 30, only about 10% of those are left. By age 40, you're down to about 3%. And by the time menopause happens, that supply is effectively gone.
Now, running out of eggs leads directly to the second huge change, a massive drop in the hormone estrogen. And we are not talking about a gentle slope here. After menopause, estrogen levels fall to less than 1% of what they used to be. This plummet is the key driver behind most of the symptoms people experience.
So, why does losing estrogen cause so many different issues? Well, it's because your body has estrogen receptors, little docking stations for the hormone, all over the place. In your brain, which is why you can get hot flashes or brain fog. In your bones, which leads to a risk of bone loss. Even in your heart, your skin, eyes, mouth, you name it. Almost every part of the body is affected.
Okay, so we understand the what and the why. Now we get to the really important part in section 4, the how. How can you manage this transition and build a really strong foundation for a healthy life going forward?
Think of this as your practical 5-part toolkit. Experts point to these 5 key pillars. First, nutrition. Think lots of plants, fruits, and veggies to give your body what it needs now. Second is exercise, a powerful combo of resistance training for your bones and cardio for your heart. Third, sleep. Sleep can get really disrupted, so making it a priority is absolutely crucial. Fourth, stress reduction. Finding ways to manage stress is huge for your overall health. And finally, number 5 is pharmacology, exploring medical treatments with your doctor.
Now for our final section, let's zoom in on that 5th pillar, pharmacology, and get a better handle on the medical treatments that are out there for managing symptoms.
The main medical treatment, and the one considered the gold standard, is hormone replacement therapy, or HRT. And it's the gold standard for a simple reason. It goes right to the source of the problem by replacing some of that estrogen we talked about earlier.
So, what specifically does the FDA give it the green light for? 3 main things: treating those classic symptoms like hot flashes and night sweats, preventing osteoporosis and bone loss, and also helping women who go through what's called premature ovarian failure.
Now, a big question is, can everyone take it? And the answer is that most women are actually good candidates. But, and this is important, for those who aren't, there are also really effective non-hormonal options available. The key, no matter what, is having that personalized conversation with your doctor to figure out what's right for you.
So let's end with this key idea. Menopause isn't a disease that you need to cure. It is a natural, inevitable part of life. The goal isn't to fight it. It's to understand it, manage it, and use it as a launch pad for a healthy and vibrant next chapter.
And that really brings us to the final thought I want to leave you with. What if we stopped seeing this as some kind of ending? What if, instead, we saw it as an invitation, an opportunity to really take control and build an even stronger, healthier foundation for the rest of your life? It's a powerful way to reframe the whole experience.